Today we're diving into the exciting world of housing in 2024. We'll explore the latest trends, make some predictions, and share valuable tips for buying a home. Imagine owning your dream home, a place where you create lifelong memories. We're here to help you make that dream a reality. Subscribe to my channel and stay till the end as we dive into what's up with houses in 2024. Wondering if it's now the right time to buy a house or sell one you got a couple of years ago? Worried about the market flipping upside down? Thinking if it's like the big money trouble we had in 2008? And what about those loan costs? Stick with me, I've got all the answers and some smart tips to help you make the most of this tricky market. We're going to chat about stuff like how much houses cost, those surprise extra houses nobody talks about, and why some folks renting out rooms are in a tight spot. Plus, I'll share my thoughts on the tough times we might see soon. Here's the deal: house prices, how much it costs to borrow money, and how many houses are out there. These things decide if buying a house is easy or hard. House markets don't just crash overnight, they get worse slowly. The way money moves is like a roller coaster, up and down, over and over. The house buying and selling game usually has its ups and downs every 7 to 10 years. Look back at 2008, things went downhill and stayed rough until 2015. That's 7 years right there. From 2015 to now, in 2023, things have been looking up. But at the end of 2022, prices dipped a bit because borrowing money got pricier. Yet, in 2023, prices are kind of the same or a little higher. Why is this happening when it's super expensive to borrow money? My guess, not many used houses are up for sale. In places like Boise, Idaho, folks are waiting to buy because it's just too pricey right now. With high house prices, big loan costs, and heaps of credit card debt, it's clear people can't easily buy houses. I think prices will go down in the next year or two. Next up, let's talk about ghost houses. Loads of new houses built, but nobody's buying. This isn't like the hidden houses back in 2008. This time, it's a bunch of fancy houses nobody can afford, piled up over 3 years. Soon, these houses will hit the market big time. Builders are sweating bullets. They spent a lot on making these houses and might have to sell them for less. That's bad news for their wallets. In places like Boise, Austin, Vegas, and Nashville, there are lots of shiny new houses nobody talks about. Soon, there'll be too many of them, and prices will drop. Now, about those fancy apartments built in the last few years. They're empty and waiting for buyers. This isn't great for making houses affordable. Many builders are playing a waiting game, not selling yet, hoping for better times to make more money. But this means a lot of houses aren't even counted in the stats. When they do hit the market, expect prices to fall. There's a twist. New houses are now cheaper than old ones. Builders are throwing in extras like discounts and free stuff to attract buyers. The Airbnb problem. People bought properties to rent out, but now they're stuck with loans they can't pay back. This is tough for regular folk who took on debt to invest in properties. They're not making as much as they hoped and can't sell for a good price. Let's get real about loan costs. In late August, the average 30-year loan hit 7.36%, the highest in decades. I think it'll climb even higher. This will make buying houses even tougher. Election years can be funny. Sometimes the government plays with the economy. Will they ease up on loan costs? Even if they do, with high prices and only a few people able to buy, lowering loan costs might not help much. What we need is cheaper house prices first. Lastly, let's chat about the tough times ahead. Job cuts are happening, and with all these problems piling up, we're heading towards a market crash. I think prices will drop to what they were in 2019. But hey, there is a silver lining. When prices drop, it's a chance to snag a great deal. And when things look up again, you'll be glad you did. So here's something else to think about. Remember those big companies that build houses? Well, they're feeling the heat. They've got all these fancy houses they've built, but nobody's buying. Imagine having a bunch of expensive cars, but no one to sell them to. That's their problem. They might have to cut prices big time, and that could shake things up for everyone. But let's not forget the little guys in all this, the small builders. They're the heart of our towns, building homes where we make memories. These folks might struggle more than the big players. They don't have deep pockets, so every unsold house hits them harder. It's like having a small boat in a big storm. We need to support them because when they do well, our communities thrive. But what about renting? That's a whole other ballgame. Rent prices have been sky high, but if more people can't afford to buy, they'll keep renting. This could mean rents might stay up, even if buying a house becomes cheaper. is like a seesaw. One side goes up, the other might not come down. Let's talk about the places that aren't the big cities. Small towns and rural areas often get left out of the conversation, but they're just as important. In these spots, the market might be different. They might not feel the ups and downs like the big cities do. It's like being in a smaller, quieter room in a loud party. And here's a thought on what could turn things around. Innovation and new ideas in housing could be game changers. Maybe houses that are cheaper to build, or new ways to make buying easier for everyone. It's like finding a new recipe that makes an old dish taste even better. Now let's think globally. What's happening in other countries can affect us too. If there's trouble in big economies around the world, it could hit our housing market. It's like when one domino falls, the others might follow. The housing market has always been dynamic, but recent years have brought about significant changes. One notable trend is the increasing number of people moving away from cities and into rural areas. This shift is driven by a desire for more space, a quieter environment, and often a better cost of living. Rural homes are becoming more popular, especially for those seeking a retreat from the hustle and bustle of urban life. Another emerging trend is the rise in popularity of environmentally friendly homes. These green homes are designed to reduce carbon footprints, featuring energy-efficient appliances, sustainable materials, and renewable energy sources like solar panels. This trend is not just about saving the planet, it's also about reducing energy bills and living in healthier, more sustainable environments. As we look towards 2024, we expect these trends to continue. The advancements in smart home technology is particularly exciting. Imagine homes that learn your habits and preferences, adjusting lighting, temperature, and even playing music based on your mood. These intelligent systems promise to revolutionize how we interact with our living spaces. However, with these advancements and shifts in preferences, the market is likely to see an increase in housing prices. The good news is that financing options are also evolving, with more diverse and flexible loan programs becoming available. This means that despite higher prices, the dream of home ownership remains accessible for many. For those considering a home purchase in 2024, it's crucial to start planning now. Research the areas you're interested in, particularly if you're considering a move to a rural location. Consider the long-term impact of your investment, especially in terms of sustainability and energy efficiency. And most importantly, explore a variety of financing options to ensure you find a mortgage plan that fits your financial situation. The 2024 housing market is shaping up to be an interesting one, with significant changes and opportunities for buyers. Understanding these trends and being well prepared is key to making smart, informed decisions in your home buying journey. So, to wrap it up, here's my final advice. Keep your eyes open, stay informed, and be ready to act when the time is right. Whether you're buying, selling, or just watching, knowing what's going on is key. It's like being in a game of chess. You need to think ahead and make smart moves. And remember, tough times don't last, but tough people do. We can get through this together and maybe even come out stronger on the other side. Thanks for sticking with me in this journey through the 2024 housing market. Let's keep learning, growing, and building a future we can all be proud of. Thanks for tuning into our channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more smart investment advice. Please drop us a comment below with your thoughts or questions. And here's to your investing success. Profitable investing.